Hey gorgeous, it's Brooke checking in with you live from New York. I am over here at the moment working on a series of photo shoots, so it's really cool to connect with you guys in a different space. Let me see if I can give you a little bit of a whip around and show you where I am. Bear with me. So I'm at a really beautiful hotel in Brooklyn today. And for me, these down days are really great for me to be working on the back end of my business. So I'm sat here, I literally got a pile of journals and my laptop and tea and coffee, of course, but wanting to catch up with you guys and take the opportunity to spend a few minutes chatting with you about how to bag yourself some international clients, because this is obviously the type of work that I get to do on a regular basis now. I travel the world at different points throughout the year at different locations around the world, working with some really awesome clients on these photo shoots, and I feel incredibly lucky to be able to do this work. It's like the clients I work with are amazing people. They're authors, they're coaches, they're speakers, and a few other things, but those are really the most popular fields that my clients work in. And to style them is a complete privilege. To call them friends and clients is a complete privilege. But I just really wanted to talk to you about how this came about, because I know that there are a lot of hair and makeup artists out there who would really love similar kinds of opportunities, which is exactly where I was before this started happening for me. I knew that I had the desire, and I know that it can be super challenging to figure out how to make that happen, because the typical perception is that we do work in a very saturated and very competitive industry, but the point here really is that if you have something unique to offer and you have a unique positioning and you communicate that really well to your audience, then you can create these opportunities for yourself. So I really want to dive into sharing with you what this looks like, and I can see so many of you catching me live, which is awesome, and let me know if you're on the replay as well. But let me know if this is of interest to you. Are you someone that wants to work with international clients? Is it a desire of yours to be able to travel in your business and do this type of work? I'm curious to know which of you actually would love to be able to do something like this. But in terms of diving into how to start putting the wheels in motion, for me it was very much about putting myself in the right circles. So I want you to think about the type of people that you would love to work with and where they're located, and see if you can get to those locations, see if you can spend time in those locations and network in those spaces. But really it's about diving into the circles as much as you can. So firstly, a really great given is that if you are putting yourself out there and connecting with people that are already doing this work, and working with the clients that you want to work with, and you offer to assist them, that can be a really great way in. And doing that has given me amazing opportunities as well, and kind of put me in those circles. So I absolutely recommend that you work on reaching out to people and just offering your time to shadow them and see what the process looks like, and to connect with that circle and those people, because it's really valuable. And it means that when you start creating those opportunities for yourself, you know what to expect, and you know how to handle it, and you know how to manage the clients, etc., and the logistical side of things. So that is absolute gold, to say that you've got the experience and that you're working with those people and that you are in those circles. So grab whatever assisting opportunities you can, and don't be scared to ask. Absolutely do not be scared to ask. So that's the first one. As I said, show up in the physical spaces that these people are in. So if you want to be working in these cities, start putting yourself in those cities and sharing that you're in those cities, because I actually live in the countryside, and I was really challenged for a while. I built a really solid reputation and a really solid business in my local area, but I knew that I wanted to expand to major cities. So I think it's really important to build a great base for yourself where you are, but when you feel like you want to start expanding into other areas, And also know that it's not essential for you to have to just be in one spot. That's not what I'm saying. But I think it's really important to build a solid base for yourself and then expand from there. I think that's really smart business sense. And when it comes to putting yourself into other spots, actually share on social that you're there as well, rather than just physically being there. Because obviously you're basically like dropping that pin and saying, I'm in the space, I'm available, and I'm right here, which is ace. Obviously, things like events can be super helpful. So events in our industry, events in the circles where your ideal client hangs out. So it might be business networking events, for example, but those are like serious hotspots to meet new people, and they're obviously in a setting where they expect to be approached and they expect to have engaging conversations with new faces. So that's a really great opportunity to put yourself out there and have engaging conversations and really share what you have to offer with the people that are going to need exactly what that looks like. So I just really want this to be food for thought for you on, you know, what you can be doing, because there is so much you can be doing to give yourself the opportunities that you want in this side of work and in other areas of this industry if it's what you want for yourself. So consider what that looks like and who it is that you want to work with and where they're showing up and what they're doing, and put yourself in those circles as much as you can. It was actually going down that road myself that allowed me to be here. I get to be in New York once or twice a year, Paris, and in other locations. I did a lot of Europe last year and get to work with some really incredible women for these photo shoots. And obviously, you know, it's ace to be able to hang out in spots like this and to go to some of the beautiful hotels and venues and restaurants and see all of these cities. So never feel like it's too big for you, because there was a point for me a couple of years ago where, you know, I was so crippled by fear and so limited by what I thought I could achieve and what was possible for me that I could barely leave the house. So to now be, you know, hanging out independently in spots like this, doing work that I love, is literally a whole other world to where I was a couple of years ago. So I want you to know that it's completely possible for you to do whatever it is that you want, whether it's, you know, traveling the world or something else that is equally as big a dream. Like, you can never dream too big. Just claim what it is that you want and figure out the steps that you need to take to get yourself there. As always, I'm here to support you, and if you want one-on-one support, remember that you can book a breakthrough call if you haven't already received one, which is a 45-minute free one-to-one session with myself, where we can actually really pick apart what it is that you want versus where you are right now and what those steps actually look like. I'm totally here to support you, and we can map that out in the time that we have. So if you are drawn to do that, then we can leave a link in the comments here for you. But above all, as I've shared with you in this video today, you know, focus on the opportunity and focus on the circles where these people are hanging out, and put yourself into those spots, because that is what will allow you to engage and create the magic for yourself. It's totally within your hands. You have to make it happen for yourself. It's not going to happen for you. Staying where you are and doing what you do every day is not going to be the thing that creates the magic and puts you in the life that allows you to live the dream that you've got for yourself, because that dream is possible no matter how big it is. You just got to figure out how you're going to get there and start making it happen today. Totally possible for you, and I'm right here with you every step of the way. So let me know how this fits for you. I'm going to leave a link for you to book your very own breakthrough call if that's not something that you have been able to benefit yet. I obviously don't have a lot of availability over the coming weeks because I have a lot of travel ahead, and I'll be in New York for a little bit longer yet. So I just have a few spots. So if that is something that you really, really want, snap one up now, because there's really limited availability, just because obviously it's really busy season. And if you want to be really, really busy too, then we need to chat. So I'm going to love you and leave you when I get back to this gorgeous space and the work that I have to do. I would love to hear from you, so send me a DM, book a call for yourself, because you can get a direct link to my calendar. And I look forward to catching you soon. Take care, guys. Mwah. Bye.